Want to do one for AIM? This one's for Daddy. Abraham. The oak tree sure has grown, and my, how time has flown since we walked together on this land. I still love Daniel Boone, and I stare up at the moon when I remember times you came to see the band. My favorite childhood thrill was to meet you on the hill when you came home from the sawmill every day. You never let me down, and you never wore a frown. You always found a way to smile and say, I saved a biscuit for your son, and up that rocky hill I'd run to the old oak tree up by the washing stand. Things were really different then, but I'll always remember when I took your big black lunchbox from your hand. Memory of you, Dad, of all the happy times we had when everything was simple back at home. But the ages rolled away those days, and the family has parted ways. Words can leave things empty, and hearts can roam. Well, I've seen more days without you now than I saw while you were with me. And Daddy, I sure hope you understand. I thank you for the biscuits, Dad, and I thank you for the smile you had as I took your big black lunchbox from your hand. You saved a biscuit for your son, and up that rocky hill I'd run to the old oak tree up by the washing stand. Things are since we walked together on this land. There stands the old oak tree and a precious memory where I took your big black lunchbox from your hand. There you go, Daddy.
About 2 seconds. Good morning, everybody. Happy day in the rain, the day before Valentine's Day. And everybody loves somebody. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the music that I love. We're going to talk about the florist that I love because I can always call on them and get any and everything I need. And we have some guys in the audience who are students at Fannin High School. And we're going to talk a little bit about what is going on in the job market today. What do kids do? What are kids interested in? Do they like music? Do they like cooking? What do they like? So we're going to share some recipes from the racing when Troy Davis and I did a really super easy recipe about something guys would like to eat. We're also going to do some music that I like because you know I like that peppy, good music. We're going to do some of that. You got to hear one of Dwight Sanford's really cool songs that everybody is loving, and that is Daddy's Lunchbox. So we're going to share a little bit more music with y'all. But one of the first things I want to do is I want to honor a doctor from Fannin County who celebrated his 85th birthday. He had no idea that there was going to be a surprise party for him, and so we're going to share some photos from that. We're also going to share a little video that I did this morning to remind each and every one of you guys, if you have not ordered flowers for your sweetie, if you have not picked up candy for your sweetie, you better get out and do it now because the florists are really, really busy. The hardest working person in town today will be all the florists, and you just think about that. So pick up your phone, call, and order your flowers. Don't wait until the last minute. We're also going to share some photos of a very special young lady from Pickens County who came to be with me a few weeks ago, and she has now gone on and won another competition, and she is going to a state competition. The students around us are doing very well and staying very, very busy. So let's go and let's share these photos now. And this one, I'm glad we let off with this one. This is honoring the young 24-year-old officer who was killed last Saturday night in Roswell. Please continue to pray for this family. Please pray that they will get through this. He leaves behind a young widow, and it is one of those things, back the blue, certainly we do, and we all need to do that. So please continue to pray for the family. And 24 years old, you think about that. That's not much older than these kids are. And this is honoring a very special doctor in Fannin County. And when you think about who's your favorite doctor, everybody has one. But this young man just turned 85 years old, still loves working, still loves being around his patients. And his patients and his staff honored him. And he was pretty surprised. He was very, very surprised. And this is our beautiful young lady, Sheila, from down in Pickens County, who is a star student at Pickens County. She is in a program that sent her to a state championship, and I hope that she wins it. So she is amazing, and she loves helping others. That is her favorite thing, is helping others. So, and there's our doctor, and everybody was there, and he was very, very surprised when he opened the door. And there was cake and goodies and lots of people to honor him. You know, when we think about who do we support and who do we love in the world today, our doctors, our teachers, our nurses, those are the people who make a difference, and they make a difference every single day. So to see 85 years old and he still goes to work, maybe there's hope for me. Maybe I'll be working at 85, probably. I'll probably do like Betty White. I'll probably beat her, and I'll probably fall over dead here at 100 years old, so we'll see. We'll see, but it was such an honor to see this great doctor as they celebrated 85 years young. So, and you will recognize a lot of the faces in the crowd because you know them. Now these guys, we got to give them some credit because you talk about amazing men. The coaches in Pickens basketball, oh, you guys are doing a great job, but you couldn't do it without your amazing students. So your players are doing very, very well. Pickens is still in the running, and they will be playing basketball again next week, and so we hope that they will win all the way. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be really, really cool? Now, we're going to talk a little bit about music. I love sharing music. I love sharing gospel music. I love sharing country music. I love sharing feel-good music. And so the guys have loaded some things today that we're going to share with y'all. So sit back and enjoy. We also have a Valentine's special. This Valentine's special was produced by our young producer, Donovan Jones, who went to be with Jesus way, way, way too soon. We miss him. We love him. But I'm so thankful that we have some of the work that he produced, and we're going to be sharing that today. So I don't know what Trace is going to slam at us first, but I hope it's something you enjoy. And when we think about the music often sets the tone for the day. So choose some happy music, choose some thoughtful music, choose some music that says how you feel. And I think today we're going to get a little bit of all of that.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Why don't we liberate these United States? We're the ones who need it worst. Let the rest of the world help us for change, and let's rebuild America first. Our highways and bridges are falling apart. Who's blessed and who has been cursed? There's things to be done all over the world, but let's rebuild America first. Who's on the hill and who's watching the valley? Who's in charge of it all? God bless the army and God bless our liberty. That gun the rest of it all. Yeah, the men in position are backing away. Freedom is stuck in reverse. Let's get out of Iraq, get back on the track, and let's rebuild America first. Once more. Why don't we liberate these United States? We're the ones who need it the most. You think I'm blowing smoke? Boys, it ain't no joke. I make 20 trips a year from coast to coast.
He works hard to give her all he thinks she wants. A 3-card garage, her own credit cards. He pulls in late and he wakes her up with a kiss goodnight. If he could only read her mind, she'd say, buy me a rose, call me from work, open a door for me, what would it hurt? Show me you love me by the look in your eyes. These are the little things I need the most in my life. Now the days have grown to years of feeling all alone, and she can't help but wonder what she's doing wrong. Now lately she would try anything to turn his head. Would it make a difference if she said, please buy me a rose, call me from work, open a door for me, what would it hurt? Show me you love me by the look in your eyes. These are the little things I need the most in my life. And the more that he lives, the less that he tries to show her the love that he holds inside. And the more that she gives love, more that he sees. This is a story of you and me. rest of your life. And I'm gonna hold you tonight and do all those little things for the rest of your life.
What an honor to be able to celebrate Donovan Jones. I miss him. I love him. He was such a great kid. He started working for me when he was 14 years old. He loved audio. He loved visual. He loved putting things together. And we actually just sent a message out to all of y'all and said, send us some pictures. Donovan's working on a special for Valentine's Day. It has now been almost 20 years that we've used that. It's crazy how everybody, and I look at that, and there's so many people who are gone, but they've gone to be with Jesus. So that's okay. It's okay. We miss them, but that's all right. Today we're going to share a recipe that I did about the something simple for race day. It is Daytona race day, then it's Atlanta race day coming up. If you love racing, then you know I love Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt went to be with Jesus. So guess who I support now? Chase Elliott, of course, because he's our local boy. So we want to celebrate him. We're going to share a short recipe that Troy Davis and I did in my kitchen. And it's crazy because when you're feeding boys that are racing, they need some carbs and they need some protein. Let's see what we did that day.
Hi, I'm Sherry Martin, tonight on Heart of the Home. My guest, Troy Davis, is my rival and my buddy. What do we have in common?
We both like gospel singing.
And
we have a need for speed.
We have a true need for speed. Now, our need for speed goes back to my love for Dale Earnhardt and your love for Jeff Gordon, but you've got me involved in a new need for speed, and it's go-kart racing, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Our children race together, and we have learned to spend time in a motor home. His wife and I take turns cooking and feeding the kids, and tonight we're going to share a recipe with you called Speed Dogs. And it's exactly what it says. It is speedy, it is easy, it's something the adults like, the children like, and we can do this in the motorhome. We have a small oven in the motorhome, so simple and easy. We're going to go over the ingredients, and then we're going to talk about our kids, because we're proud of those kids, aren't we?
Yes, ma'am.
We are. Okay, the ingredients are canned biscuits, and I have used 3 kinds of hot dogs. I used Oscar Mayer, and I used the little sausage, smoky sausage links, and then the Polish sausage too. So, and then all kinds of condiments, anything you can think of to go on a hot dog. Sauerkraut, cheese, chili, Annie's famous slaw that we love. And if you don't eat at Annie's restaurant, you've missed some really good slaw. I wonder how much mustard it would take to cover up that 24. What do you think? I bet I could do that in one shot. We're going to put the hot dogs together now, and while they cook, we're going to talk a little bit about our kids and how proud we are of them. I started with some canned biscuits that I broke in half, and then I rolled them with my rolling pin to make them flat and thin. I tried this one time without splitting the biscuits, and it was too much bread. So we split the biscuit, and we roll it out with a rolling pin, and then we just place it in our little mitts. And I sprayed my pan with Pam so they won't stick. I think you can do this. I think this is something a man can do. This one has got the little smoky cocktails in it, and my granddaughter Ansley loves sauerkraut. So this one I usually dress up with kraut and cheese. And the next pan we're going to do for the children, which will be very simple, cheese, and then when they're finished, we'll add mustard and ketchup to them, or onions, or slaw, some of Annie's famous slaw. So all of these are so simple and so easy, and it's the kind of thing, while the kids are out racing on the track, and you're prepping tires and doing all the things you do to get them ready, Sherry and I can run in there and whip this out in about 15 minutes, so it's pretty good. Now these we're going to really do simple. We're going to do some chili and cheese. Some of the kids like chili, some don't. And it's, you know, these are bite size, so it doesn't take much. Now we've got our oven preheated to 345, and we're going to stick these bad boys in there. We're going to cook them a little bit slow. You don't want to cook them too fast. And very quickly, we'll have dinner for about 9 boys. Now, Troy, what do you think? This was pretty speedy, wasn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Pretty speedy. Is that as fast as we go around the track?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. We've got them hot out of the oven, and we're going to dress them up. We're going to do the simple ones with mustard and ketchup for the kids who just like the simple things. And do you like onions and slaw on yours?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how about a chili cheese? We'll do you a suicide. Is that a good one?
That's good.
Okay, all right. Let's add this. Now remember, I have to save enough of this to cover that 24. And did you tell me you were going to challenge me to cover my 3 with that ketchup?
I sure did.
That ketchup's not big enough to cover my number 3. Okay, Troy, we made it through this. We haven't hurt each other. We've actually become better friends. And we shared a recipe. We shared a good time. We love having you come and visit with us. Remember when you show up at the track? Root for Earnhardt, right? Right?
Gordon.
Gordon Earnhardt. Stay.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time, and delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
See us anytime you can.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
Okay, you know, I love music and I love Donna Fargo, and I was lucky enough to go to Nashville, Tennessee and to interview Donna Fargo. She has been battling multiple sclerosis since she was about 28 years old. Sadly, my grandfather had multiple sclerosis. He came down with it when he was about 36, and my grandmother took care of him every day of his life as he was bedridden. He was in a wheelchair. He couldn't feed himself, but my grandmother took care of him. There wasn't any home health. There wasn't any hospice. There was nobody to help her. She took care of him. That's what love is. So today we're going to share a little bit of Donna Fargo's music. Now, this is in honor of somebody that I absolutely think is the greatest guy in the world. So we're going to do a song called Superman, and she's singing it to Junior Samples, who is a man from Forsyth County, Georgia. That's not who I would choose as Superman, and I want y'all to watch the song, and then when we come back, I'll tell you who is Superman in my eyes.
Now there you go, picking on me again, pushing me to the very end, telling me to move another mountain. Well, just cause you can walk on water, that ain't no sign I can. You know your mama, she gotta draw the line. If you're hang up, yes, I'm messing with mine. All I can do is the best I can to change the way that you can't stand. And if it ain't good enough for Superman, he ain't good enough for me. Superman, 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 Superman. So you don't have to rub it in. Just cause you're right and I'm wrong again. Sometimes right is just as wrong is. And I ain't never gonna learn how to make it rain. And I wouldn't if I could for all the bull in Spain. But you go right ahead and do it, Superman. Superman, 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 Superman. Yeah, let's go through this one more time. You do your thing and I'll do mine. But honey, baby, we gotta draw the line. If you hang up, yes, I'm messing with mine. All I can do is the best I can to change the way that you can't stand it. If it ain't good enough for Superman, he ain't good enough for me. Superman, 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 Superman. Yeah, let's go through this one more time. You do your...
Of lost sinners was slain, so I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. To the old rugged cross I will ever be true. His shame and reproach gladly bear. Then he'll call me someday to my home far away, where his glory forever I'll share. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. And I'll exchange it someday for a crown.
Cupid, drop back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart. For me. Now I don't mean to bother you, but I'm in distress. There's danger of me losing all of my happiness. But I love a girl who doesn't know I exist, and this you can fix. So, Cupid, drop back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me, for me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart. For me. Now Cupid, if your arrow makes her love strong for me, I promise I will love her until eternity. I know between the two of us her heart we can steal. Help me if you will. So, Cupid, drop back your bow and let your arrow go
the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. To the old rugged cross I will ever be true, its shame and reproach gladly bear. Then he'll call me someday to my home far away, where his glory forever I'll share. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. And I'll exchange it someday for a crown. I was sinking deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore, very deeply stained within, sinking to rise no more. But the master of the sea heard my despairing cry, and from the waters lifted me, now safe am I. Love lifted me, love lifted me, when nothing else could help. Love lifted me, love lifted me, his love lifted me, and when nothing else could help, love lifted me. Souls in danger, look above. Jesus completely saves. He will lift you by his love out of the angry waves. He's the master of the sea, and billows his will obey. He, your Savior, wants to be saved today. Love lifted me, love lifted me, when nothing else could help. Love lifted me, love lifted me, his love lifted me, when nothing else could help. Love lifted me.
Today is all about love. It is the day before Valentine's Day, and that means that you have to think about love, and the greatest love of all is our love for Jesus. And so today, when we think about what can we do for somebody else, that's what Jesus would do. He'd do something for somebody else. So today, think about it. What can you do for a friend? What can you do for a neighbor? What can you do to make a difference in somebody else's life? That's what love is really about. It's not all about the flowers and the candy and the gifts. It's about how you treat other people every single day. So be sure that when you look at how you treat people, you say, is that what Jesus would do? Yeah, it probably is. If you're good to folks, if you've been a nurse, if you've been a teacher, if you've been a mentor, if you've been a pastor, you know just a little bit of love often changes somebody's life. So we're going to go back to some more music. And you know, when we think about featuring Linda Autry here on the piano, it brought so much joy to so many, many people. We had one of her songs, I can't remember which song she did, there was like 45,000 people watched it, and it is one of those songs that lifts your spirits. If you're down in the dumps today, it's been raining, it's been dreary, the weekend is going to be dreary, we want you to just turn on some good music, listen to somebody playing the piano, and we're going to get to listen to Linda Autry on piano.
It's a Valentine's Day song, but it's one that I have a lot of requests for. It is an old Floyd Kramer song, Last Date.
He touched me and made me
Okay, we're back. Guess what we've been sharing with y'all today? Some of my favorite things that I love. Valentine's Day is all about love, but every single day should be about love. And today I've chosen music that I love to honor three gentlemen that I really, really love. And at the end of the program, we're going to feature a little of all those songs, and then I'm going to tell you why do I admire them and what is it about that? You know, who do you look up to? Who do you admire? I had three teachers when I was growing up, and one was my home ec teacher, Miss Maisel Kemp. I would give anything if she could walk in this room right now and she would say, I knew you could do that. I knew you had it in you. Often a teacher and her praise and her support changes your life. And it certainly did mine. I had a counselor, her name was Chris Overton. She set the mold for my life. She was the one that I would go and sit and talk to. She was the one. So if you're a teacher, if you're an educator, if you're a counselor, if you're a pastor, you can make a difference in somebody's life. There's somebody out there who's hurting. A few years ago, I was doing events for battered and abused women. And I told them, I said, the first thing you have to do is learn to love yourself. You must love yourself. If you don't love yourself, then you don't know how to project and to give back and to earn love. Today is a day about love. We should love our country. We should love our neighbors. We should do for others. And that's something that you can choose when you choose the path that you're going to take in work. My granddaughter chose television because she loved seeing the finished product. She edited, that's her favorite thing, is to do editing. She absolutely loved putting projects together. And one of the first ones she did, she said, what do you think of that, Nanny? And I said, well, I really didn't see my daughter's feet and shoes as being a project that you enter in competition. She laid down on the floor in a grocery store and shot a photo of her mama's feet shopping. And I was like, what did you do that for? It actually won a great award. And it was one of those things, Tori looked outside the box. That's what we have to do. We have to look outside the box. We have to say, okay, what can I do? I'll see one image that I know will make a difference. Today you will see something that will make you think about love. I think about love when I see the American flag. Nobody loves their country any more than I do. I lived through the Vietnam era. I saw so many friends who went to Vietnam and did not come back. I lived through the loss of, gosh, Noah Harris. We think about that. Gilmer County lost their first son. I mean, Noah was that boy that was everybody's favorite. He was a championship wrestler. He was a championship everything in school. He excelled at everything he did, and he chose to protect our country. Yes, I love our country, and I hope that you do too. And I hope that you will gather together to support the administration as they bring change, as we bring hope, and as we say, let's make it work, and let's make it work for everybody. And I think that's how we deliver love. At one of the events I did with battered and abused women, a woman came up to me and she said, you just told my life story. And I'd seen her around town, but I didn't really know who she was. But I always looked at her and I said, man, she has got it going on. She's so cute, she's so smart, she's so talented. I had no idea that she had stayed in a battered and abused situation for 27 years. And I thought, what makes us do that? It's because we don't feel loved. So today, in the day today was saying, yeah, I'm worthy of love and I love myself. And then decide, what do you want to do for your future? What do you want to do with your life? Do you want to be a great mechanic? I would love to know how to change a tire. I don't want to have to do it, but I would learn to love how to do it because I never did that. I was married to a man for many, many years who petted me, babied me, pampered me, and changed my tires, pumped my gas, and did the things that I never had to learn. When he passed away and I became a young widow, I had to learn some things I didn't want to learn. Life's lessons are often hard, but it can be a lesson or a blessing. Today, let's make today a blessing. Today has been a blessing for us because we have a very special group of students who want to be an audio and visual, and they get to see what we're doing here, what we're doing, how it works with live television. Now, y'all know that live television, what you see is what you get. If we have a lightning storm and it's all kinds of noise over my head, I can hear it, but y'all can't. And so it's kind of like, Oh my gosh, it's so loud in here, but I understand that the audio doesn't pick it up, so y'all don't know that we're involved in the middle of a crisis or a storm. But I do, because I can hear it in my headset. I can hear it in my mic. I can hear it, but y'all can't. So there's magic in television. There's magic in any kind of audio, any kind of visual you can create. With the editing packages available today, it's amazing what some of the young kids are doing. So we're going to end today with little excerpts of the 3 songs that I chose. And you will get to know at the end of the program why I chose these songs. Here we go.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you.
Why don't we liberate these United States? We're the ones who need it worst. Let the rest of the world help us for change, and let's rebuild America first. Our highways and bridges are falling apart. Who's blessed and who has been cursed? There's things to be done all over the world, but let's rebuild America first.
Now there you go, picking on me again, pushing me to the very end, telling me to move another mountain. Well, just 'cause you can walk on water, that ain't no sign I can. You know your mama should've named you Superman. Superman, 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 Superman. Now let's go through this one more time. You do your thing and I'll do mine. But honey, baby, we gotta draw the line. If you're hang up, yes, I'm messing with mine. All I can do is the best I can to change the way that you can't stand. And if it ain't good enough for Superman, he ain't good enough for me. Superman, 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 Superman.
Now you got to see 3 songs that I really, really love, and I love them because I think that the world needs to listen to all of them. You know, in just a week or so, 2 astronauts are going to be brought back from outer space who kind of got stuck up there, and they had a little problem, and they wouldn't be coming back if somebody didn't love learning. There's a gentleman whose name is Elon Musk, and he learns loving. He has a brain that I don't quite understand. I can barely remember a commercial when I see it, and this man's brain is like on overload. He is bringing back these astronauts. This week, a prisoner from Pennsylvania who was in a Russian prison for over 4 years came back to America. That's what love is. We think about the 95-year-old mom who went to a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, talked to the president and said, if you are elected, will you please bring my son home? That is love. The son is home with the mom. These 2 astronauts are coming home. I cannot imagine what it's going to take for Elon's rocket to go get those people that got stuck up there. I don't know. My grade average in science was probably a 23 because I did not get it. I did not get anything about it. And I just kept saying, I just don't understand why I need to learn this stuff. And my science teacher would say, science is the most important thing in the world. Well, obviously it is. And astrology must be very important. And getting those things loaded down, locked up, and picking up those 2 astronauts, that is love. So today, I shared the music in honor of America Today. What is going on in America today? We are doing things for people that we love. We are sharing the things that we love. And today, I saw a clip of the flags being burned in California, American flags, and it broke my heart. So today, we celebrate the American flag. We celebrate our love for America. And we celebrate these students who've come to be visiting with us. And when we leave today, I hope that it's made an impression on them. Maybe somebody will want to get into audiovisual. Maybe somebody will want to create amazing, amazing documentaries. There's a documentary in each one of our minds. So kind of put it together and say, hey, I can learn to edit. I can learn to do this. And let's do that. I hope you've enjoyed our program today, and I hope that it put a little love in your heart. Remember today, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Share your love with somebody that maybe somebody forgot somebody. It's somebody in a nursing home. It's somebody that you haven't called in a while. But share your love. I hope that you will share your love every single day, not just Valentine's Day. Take care. Stay dry this weekend. It's going to rain, rain, rain. So get ready. Here we go. Bye, y'all.